Dmitri Mendeleev was born on February 8, 1834, in the small Siberian town of Tobolsk, Russia. On the fateful day of April 27, 1862, Mendeleev found his soulmate, that he divorced after 19 years, and then he married Anna Ivanovna Popova. He was not brought up in the best conditions, since his father became blind soon after his son was born. His mother had to take over the family glass factory in order for the family of 15 to survive, but she was determined to get her son into a good school.
Son, you're 14 now, old enough to go to college. I know you want to become a chemistry teacher, but that can't happen unless you have the proper degrees. I know what we can do. I've heard stories of Main Pedagogical Institute in St. Petersburg. I'm sure you will get in. And if you put your mind to it, I know you'll achieve great things.
Mendeleev graduated from Main Pedagogical Institute in 1855 and sought a teaching position in Crimea. He stayed only a few months before he became homesick, and his thirst for knowledge brought him back to St. Petersburg. He received his master's the next year and then pursued organic chemistry, but not alongside famous chemists like Bunsen Burner or Lemire Flask. Oh no, Mendeleev was too wild for that. He was the guy who blew stuff up and only cut his long, flowing locks once a year. The guy who had a temper worse than Shrek. They called him eccentric, but the students still loved him.
According to legend, Mendeleev was waiting for a train when the groundbreaking idea of the periodic table came to him. He woke up after falling asleep from 3 all-nighters, exclaiming,
"Eureka!"
Okay, no, wrong continent. What he actually said was a bunch of stuff to the Russian Chemical Society. Using his prior knowledge on the chemical and physical properties of elements, Dmitri brought to light something called periodic law, which was announced in March 1869 to the Russian Chemical Society. It had the claim that elements arranged according to the value of their atomic weights present a clear periodicity of properties. Fascinatingly, it's from this law that Mendeleev was able to create the periodic table, consisting of 70 elements at the time.
Elements arranged according to the value of their atomic weights present a clear periodicity of properties.
Wait, don't tell me.
I said, if we arrange those 70 elements according to increasing atomic weights, the elements will show a repeating pattern, which I call periods, or the periodic law, if you will.
Sadly, it wasn't until a decade later, with the discovery of elements like gallium, that Mendeleev's periodic table was widely accepted by scientists. Some wonder if he would have ever seen his table accepted if he hadn't already predicted the chemical properties of those elements based on their periodical nature. Plus, since he organized this table by atomic weight, it was actually kind of faulty. First, isotopes of the same element have different atomic weights, so some of his positions for the elements were incorrect. Second, the ordering by atomic weight and not atomic number led to an uncertainty about the number of slots in between each element. Nevertheless, this table created the foundation and basis for chemical theory, earning him great recognition and distinctions from several countries, and is a diagram still used until this day.
Here is Mendeleev thinking, but what is he thinking about? He is in his lab working and thinking aloud. Let's go see what he's up to.
My textbook, Organic Chemistry, was awarded the Dmitri Prize. But I know the principles of chemistry will do even better. I'm almost done with the last volume, and I can already tell it is fit for the Nobel Prize nomination. But what's this? Have I found a contradiction to Boyle's law? Ha! I think I have. The formula. Yes, it is. A gas's volume varies inversely to its current pressure.
Mendeleev is now older, wrinkled and very grumpy about his new appearance, reminiscing about his great past experiences.
I remember this. This was for that connection I had made between atomic weight and periodic relations. Wow, has it really been that long? Feels like just yesterday that I studied the properties of chemical substances and their relations to atomic weight with the International Chemistry Congress in Karlsruhe. Those were the good old days, huh? Now look at me.
Look at the top of his head.
Dmitri Mendeleev died of influenza on February 2, 1907. The Russian Chemical Society was renamed the Mendeleev Russian Chemical Society in his honor. Although since he founded the thing, it's not an earth-shattering honor, but whatever. However, the Mendeleev Golden Medal was worthy of this esteemed chemist. The Golden Medal is an award given out to Russian chemists, much like the Nobel Prize, but sadly not as famous. Some of its recipients have been awarded the medal for contributions to, for example, agriculture or radioactive studies. And now that you know more about Mendeleev, it's my time to leave.